First off, congratulations on coming back on a new season of Rules of Engagement.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
So what's coming up for Liz?
Well, Liz is going to come to terms with her addictions.
Mm.
Uh, you know, one guess as to what her addiction is. Let's see. She's going to mend some fences. She's going to try to have a baby.
Wow. Big
And
step.
I think someone probably wants to call CPS before that even. Before the first cocktail.
For the first
But yeah, so she's figuring it out still.
So we spoke with the cast a little while back, and we were talking about some of the upcoming storylines.
Mm-hmm.
And two of them that include you. One is about addiction, as you mentioned. There's a meeting of some sort, or people come, and Russell comes, and that's going to be pretty interesting. Have you shot that already, or
we did shoot it, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, and Russell shows up to the meeting not to address his own issues, but because he figures that's going to be an easy place to pick up girls.
He's practical.
He's thinking.
Russell,
just go straight to the gutter.
Russell and Liz, the greatest love story never told.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. The greatest love story that will just never get off the ground.
And well, there's also, I believe, a storyline where Liz is going to move in with her neighbors.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting.
That's very interesting. That goes in a way you don't expect.
Oh, really?
But luckily for them, she only moves in for a week.
Okay.
So.
That's not too bad.
That's about as much as Audrey and Jeff can take before they just jump out the window and end it all.
So over time playing Liz, have you had fun playing with her all this time?
It's so much fun. I'm really lucky that they've kept bringing me back, because it was originally just like a one-time thing. But she's so horrible, and I love that. I love playing those characters. So you couldn't give me a better present, you know.
Yeah.
I love that when I go in for wardrobe, it's always, what's the ugliest thing here? Okay, pressure's on. And everybody has a Liz in their life. The person who's not self-aware enough to know that they are annoying, and the person who blames everybody else for the fact that they're single. Never do the work on themselves. It's always someone else's fault. So I love that. It's so much fun to play.
Do you think Liz will ever become self-aware of that? Even for a second?
I think even if she does, it's going to be someone else's fault that she was unaware. Liz will, in her mind, everything she does is perfect. Yeah. She's got the answers to everyone's problems except her own.
If you could meet your character in real life, and you as Wendy meet Liz, what advice would you give her?
Funny you should say that, because I base a lot of her mannerisms and facial expressions off someone I know who is very much like her.
No way.
Yeah. Except that she doesn't have cats.
Okay.
But everything else, from the whining to the talking about her stomach problems at the dinner table, everything is exact.
Wow.
And so, what would I say to her? What I've found is that a person like that doesn't want to hear what you have to say.
Got it. They just want to say what they have to say.
Deaf ears. All they want to hear is, poor thing. Poor thing.
So there's nothing you can tell her.
There's really nothing you can say. They've got to find it out the hard way.
And do you, with all the comedic roles you've taken on, and over the years, have you noticed a trend in terms of what kind of roles and what kind of series are starting to come up, and what are your thoughts on that?
I think there's a big shift towards realism in TV shows, especially on cable. I think because right now there's a big shift in what's happening on stage. For instance, the storytelling series like Mortified and like the personal essays and memoirs, those things are becoming very popular. People want to hear those things, as opposed to the overly made up, nonsensical characters, because the truth is funnier than anything you can write.
Yeah.
So I think, especially on cable, and it's making its way on a network too. There's a lot more truth telling, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I am noticing that, like, for instance, Lena Dunham, who's a big powerhouse now, but she's just speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And it's shocking that anyone would go so raw, but a lot of other people are responding, so
Yeah.
you have to listen to that. And I think it's more interesting. It's more relatable.
Yeah, that's far more interesting, right? Let's talk, fantasy world, you get to do whatever you want for a day on the set. You tell the writers what you want for your character. What would you like?
On any show, just my dream situation.
Dream situation.
Would be to play like a Nurse Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's sinister and evil, but for good. Kind of.
Sinister, evil.
But for the greater good. That's what Nurse Jackie does. Like, or Tony Soprano. He's evil, but you love him.
Exactly.
You root for him.
That's true.
That type of gritty type of thing. That's
Wow.
what.
So
You're not sure you like him right away, but you end up.
You're like,
they grow on you. Nucky Thompson, Boardwalk Empire.
Exactly.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a message for the fans of Rules Engagement and of Liz as they get ready to watch this new season?
Hi, you guys. You're gonna love this new season. It is some of the funniest writing you've seen on this show ever. Tune in. Who knows what time it's going to be on, but you're going to find it because you guys always do. It's like an Easter egg hunt. But you will not be disappointed. It's funny times 1,000, and you're hearing it from me, and I don't lie. And you get all of this.
There you go.
So.